Good afternoon, Abbotsford residents. I'm Mr. Pelican. I'm running for the mayor of Abbotsford. And today I want to outline what's been getting the Abbotsford police to threaten people, why they covered up attempted murder, and the insider trading on Abbotsford. Yesterday I showed you development signs that stand in the way of hundreds of millions of dollars that was insider trading. This job site development sign is being run by the former mayor's son, Darren Braun, the proving officer. And they've been hiding the development signs all behind the general public's back. Rob Isaac and everybody in the city, Peter Sparanese and city lawyers. And when Abbotsford residents called upon the MP, Brad Viss, instead of coming out, he ran and kissed the Abbotsford police chief's ass that covered up attempted murder. When anybody complains about this at the city or goes to the MLA's office, they call the Abbotsford police then to threaten people to cover up their insider trading. Development signs are not allowed to be hidden. They got to be front and center and post for the general community. Then when the community goes in, the city councils and Ross Siemens, the dirty mayor, then says, well, we outvote you and we need the job site to line your pockets. This is what they were doing on Dave Sadoo's. This is how Henry could own the private police department to enrichinate himself, his jobs, and his friends. This is how Dave Sadoo lifted his dad's property, Andy Sadoo. This is why I told you the RCMP got to come into Abbotsford, because the top of the Abbotsford police investigators were dirty. They were filthy. They covered up attempted murders, and they knew this stuff. This is what's filling Rob Isaac and the city lawyer and the manager's back pocket. And this ain't supposed to be taking place. And nobody can be blocked when they want to go into the city and speak about this. And Rob Isaac's supposed to send that garbage Magna out here and get it down. This is what they were doing, insider trading. This is why I argued that the RCMP have to take over Abbotsford. And you're going to see Brad Viss, you're going to see that loser Ed Fast and Mike DeYoung and Henry Brown arguing how great the Abbotsford police are and we need to keep them. It was organized crime. And Colin Watts is running around with Amric Moran that knows construction. And Amric Moran should be out on a tour today with Colin Watts, showing him all the organized crime. And if you don't shut up, Colin Watts, this is what will take your Abbotsford police right out of town. This is what helped get the Abbotsford police building ripped off and behind the community's back. This is how Ron Funk changed all the zonings and the illegal stuff. Illegal criminal money is worth millions of dollars. So don't advertise Abbotsford's a good place to live. Advertise at Abbotsford if you want to do criminal acts and get away with not having proper due diligence before the city and councils. You need to come to Abbotsford. Bring your corrupt business to Abbotsford and we'll be here. I'm running for the mayor of Abbotsford. I'm going to put a stop, and I'm asking Abbotsford community now to vote the whole council out so we can go in, forensic audit. And when they step out, believe me, I'll go after him for insider trading and bring him back up on charges in front of our Supreme Court and let the true justice system and the law go after him. But the first thing we got to do is put a stop to the Abbotsford police. Their gang stuff, they run around gangs. They were in this organized crime and they were friends. This is how Keelan Olenoff could cover and threaten for Henry. This is how they got away with the threats. This is why they wouldn't investigate or talk to witnesses. This is how Mike Sir could cover up attempted murder and they figured they were going to let him go. They were going to use that big name for organized crime. They were going to blame gangs and organizations that they're the criminals. And here, right in front of our eyes, the Abbotsford APD and organized crime up to its yin-yang. I'm live. Abbotsford, British Columbia, Pine.